This matter cannot just die like that, I'm telling you. Elliot is somewhere and Elliot is still alive. Elliot is not dead. I'll tell you why I'm saying Elliot is not dead. Because I'm the one who paid the Zimbabwean newspaper. I'm the one who paid the Zimbabwean newspaper, and I told the Zimbabwean newspaper that there is a rumor that I heard that Elliot is dead. Let me stop beating about the bushes. Let me stop beating about the bushes and saying Lazarus, Lazarus this. In fact, Elliot, when Elliot was resurrected in Johannesburg, they lied and they said Elliot was kept at a funeral parlor. I'm the one who first called the funeral parlor. In fact, the owner of the funeral parlor. I called the guy. I know him by name. I will not mention his name. I have his phone number. I called him. And then I said, listen, how are you doing? I would like to meet up with you so that we can negotiate and see how we can. Why would I want to negotiate with a funeral parlor, knowing very well that Elliot was kept in the funeral parlor? Why would I want to negotiate with a funeral parlor like that? Knowing very well that Elliot was kept in the funeral parlor, why would I be picking up my call? I mean, the line that I was using was a telecom line. The line I was using to call the funeral, the owner of the funeral parlor was a telecom line. So we can go to telecom and retrieve all the conversations that I made with the owner of that funeral parlor. Yes. So all these people were going on social media, gallivanting and trying to say things they don't know. You better stop saying things you don't know, because you are setting yourselves on fire. You don't know what you're getting yourselves into. I abandoned East London. All the people who are watching me from East London now remember very well that last year, as soon as I came back from Namibia, I went to Zimbabwe. From Zimbabwe, I went to Namibia. As soon as I came back from Namibia to this country, they know very well that I disappeared in East London. For close to a month to 2 months, I was not in East London. I think I only attended once or twice Sundays, 1 or 2 Sundays. What was I busy with? I was busy trying to clean up the mess of Elliot. I was busy trying to clean up the mess of Elliot that was caused by the Johannesburg pastor. I'm ready to speak about what I'm speaking about on any platform because I know that this is the truth. I still have the conversations in my phone, the conversations that I did with the boss, the boss of that funeral parlor. And that I tried to negotiate with him, and I sat down with your pastor. I sat down with your pastor, the Johannesburg pastor. I sat down with him at his house, the one that is building in Sandton. We sat down there at his house in Sandton, and he said to me, son, listen, try to negotiate with the owner of the parlor. You know, offer them whatever amount of money that they would like to be offered. I picked up my phone again. I called the friend of the funeral parlor. I call him Elder. He's probably watching right now. I said to him, Elderly, please, can you please talk to the owner of the funeral parlor and let him know that whatever amount of money that they want, we are willing to give to them. I have proof. Whatever amount of money that they want, we are willing to give to them, just so that they can just be on our side, you know, on this whole Elliot story. I'm not coming out to speak nonsense. I'm not coming out to speak things I don't know. There are fake accounts that they've created. There's this one called Pastor Ben, the one who was responsible for the Elliot resurrection. The mastermind behind the Elliot resurrection, his name is Pastor Ben Mwepu. Look him out on Facebook, you'll find him. That is the mastermind behind the Elliot resurrection saga. He's the one who planned it. Pastor Ben is the one who went to the funeral parlor and he bought the coffin, working together with the sister of the Joburg pastor. Working together with the sister of the Johannesburg pastor. She's the one who was in finance. I'm talking about the sister who was in finance. She's the one who released money and gave money to Ben to say, go and buy the coffin. This guy called Elliot was kept in a house there in Lyndhurst. This guy called Elliot was kept in Lyndhurst. That is where he was. That is where he was rehearsing all the dying and everything, the opening of the mouth and everything, that's where he was kept. He was kept in Lyndhurst. I said, Pastor Ben. I see somebody said, Pastor who? It's Pastor Ben. It's Pastor Ben. Pastor Ben Mwepu. The one who's married to a certain lady who's in the choir called Benny Mwepu. That guy is I'm not even sure if the wife is aware that this is the work that the husband is doing in the church. As soon as Elliot was resurrected, the police were investigating the matter. The police were investigating the issue. There were investigations that were going on everywhere. There were investigations that were going on everywhere. She was working together with another lady, this Ben, Pastor Ben from Congo. Pastor Ben from Congo was working together with another lady called Brenda. They were working together with a lady called Brenda. It was Ben and Brenda who were the masterminds behind the Elliot resurrection saga. It was Ben and Brenda. Those people must be found and they must be questioned. They would tell the whole truth of what really happened to Elliot. What really happened afterwards. Where is Elliot? Those two people will know what happened to Elliot. And as I'm speaking like this, I'm calling upon the CRL. I'm calling upon the CRL to do a proper investigation to this issue. I'm calling upon the CRL to do a proper investigation into the matter that I'm talking about right now. They promised, the CRL promised that they were going to call Pastor Lazarus. They were going to call the Johannesburg pastor to come and sit him down so that he can explain what really happened with that Elliot saga. Up to now, they have not yet called him. Does it mean that maybe he paid his way through? Since he is able to pay anybody, since he thinks that he can pay anybody for them to be on their side, on his side. So I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is the reality of the matter. They must find Ben, number one. They must find a lady called Brenda, number two. Those two people disappeared soon after the Elliot saga. Those people disappeared after Elliot was resurrected. Ben went back to Congo, and Ben is now in charge of the building project that is happening in Congo, because your pastor there, your Johannesburg pastor, yeah, your Johannesburg pastor is building a house in Congo. He's building a house in Congo. He's renovating the house in Congo, and he's got another house he's renovating here in Sandton. Using which money? He's using church money, IVP money, all the monies that they're using to scam people. He's busy building. And now Ben went to be in Congo, to be in charge of that building project that is happening in Congo. Yeah. So I'm telling you, there are people who are actually confirming what I'm saying right here on the comment section, who know the truth as well. People who are coming out to comment, they know the truth. So Ben must be found. Brenda must be found. I'm talking about Brenda from Zimbabwe. She must be found. Brenda ran away and she went to Zimbabwe. Ben escaped and he went back to Congo. Soon after the resurrection, a miracle that took place there in Johannesburg. You know? That is the truth. And listen to this. If what I'm saying right here is a lie, then God must judge me. If what I'm saying here is a lie, the judgment of God must come upon my life. If what I'm saying right here is a lie, then the judgment of God must come upon my life, and God must judge me severely. The same day of the resurrection, this is what happened. The same day of the resurrection, you can ask the security guards, who were the security guards on the day of the resurrection, who were working there at the church. The same day of the resurrection, this is what happened. The ladies who were accompanying Elliot, and Elliot and everybody and everyone was involved in that fake resurrection miracle. They went back to that church around 11 p.m. in the night. Go and interrogate the media crew of the Johannesburg church. Interrogate the media crew of the Johannesburg church. They will tell you the truth. Around 11 p.m. of the day of resurrection, 11 p.m. of the day of resurrection, the day of resurrection, 11 p.m., the whole crew of the Elliot movie, they went back to church around 11 p.m. and they sat in the green room to give testimonies. They sat in the green room and they were recorded by the media team. They were preparing for the West, preparing for whatever that was going to happen after the whole miracle thing didn't work out well. They recorded the testimonies of Elliot, the testimonies of everybody, even the woman that they claimed was the wife. That was not the wife. Those people don't know each other. They have never met anywhere. They do not know each other at all. You see? So they went back and then everything was recorded. They recorded the testimonies. Interrogate the media crew. Go there to the media crew. Interrogate a guy called Watson in the media department. Interrogate a guy called Cizo in the media department. They will tell you the truth. They went back and their testimonies were recorded, but their testimonies were never played anyway because the miracle was fake. The miracle was fake. The miracle was fake. So anybody who feels like J. Israel is trying to do, listen, this is a cleanup of the church. The church must be cleaned. It's a cleanup of the church, and the church of God must be cleaned. Somebody tag the South African police. They must do a revisit. I see somebody says the CRL was paid over 15 million rands. I don't know how true is that. I can't confirm that. That I don't know if it is true or not. I can't confirm. But I'm calling upon the CRL to do a revisitation to this matter. This matter cannot just die just like that. This matter cannot just die like that, I'm telling you. Elliot is somewhere and Elliot is still alive. Elliot is not dead. I'll tell you why I'm saying Elliot is not dead. Because I'm the one who paid the Zimbabwean newspaper. I'm the one who paid the Zimbabwean newspaper, and I told the Zimbabwean newspaper that there is a rumor that I heard that Elliot is dead. And they did their own investigations that they did, and I think whatever people were paid in Zimbabwe just to fake the death of Elliot, and then afterwards, the newspaper that I paid, they published in the newspaper that Elliot dies. I have the proof. I have the proof of charts. I have the charts. I was talking to the guy in Zimbabwe, the editor of the first newspaper in Zimbabwe, who released the first article of the death of Elliot. I still have the charts in my phone. Before he released that article of that Elliot story, he sent it to me first. He sent it to me first in my WhatsApp. I have it in my WhatsApp. And he said, Prophet, please check this story and see if it is fine. I took the story, I forwarded it to the Joburg pastor, and the Joburg pastor sent it back to me, and he said, tell them to add this and add that, tell them to remove this part. And I did as he said. I removed what was supposed to be removed. I did what was supposed to be done. Afterwards, I sent it back to the guy, and the guy approved. They published the story. They published the story. They published the story that Elliot is dead. The death of Elliot must be investigated in Zimbabwe. The death of Elliot must be investigated in Zimbabwe. We want to know his grave number. We want to know his brother. We want to know his sister. We want to know his grandmother. We want to know everybody who is related to Elliot. We want to know all of them. We want to know everyone who is related to Elliot. We want to know all of them. The South African, in fact, the Interpol must do a proper investigation into this matter. They must do a proper investigation into this matter, and Elliot must be found. Elliot must be found, and South African police, Zimbabwean police, because they say that Elliot died in Zimbabwe. They say Elliot died in Zimbabwe, and they say Elliot is dead and whatnot. I want the CRL to invite the Joburg pastor. They must sit down with him and they must ask him live on television, tell us what happened to Elliot. Tell us what happened to Elliot. We want to know.